Hello everyone, I'm Garima.
And I'm Ananya. We are final year students pursuing BNYS from SVSA University. Wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day.
Before we get into the video, we would like to take this opportunity to thank all the doctors and healthcare workers for their selfless service.
About the current situation of doctors. We know there is a global pandemic going on, and no one has ever been taught to tackle this pandemic completely because it's a new virus and everyone is learning how to deal with it. So blaming everything on our doctors like they are not doing anything, they don't know how to manage things is very wrong because it's a new thing. They are also learning, but they are doing 100% in their power and are using 100% of their knowledge to save us and save everyone from the situation. Problems faced by doctors due to their work-life routine. Stress. It can be physical, it can be mental. When we are working for a very long time, ultimately the body will undergo stress. And as we know, doctors have to work 100 of hours per week as a part of their job, which can cause a increased amount of stress both on their body and on their mind. And many research articles states that if there is increase in stress in a person's life, it ultimately causes the release of stress hormone in the body, which will cause free radical injury in the body and which is not good for our health. It can lead to various health issues in a long run. Other problem faced by doctors is due to their long working hours. If a physician is taking consultation, he is sitting for several hours in one chair at one place without even getting up from there. If a surgeon is doing surgery, he is standing for 10 to 12 hours straight and even more for some time. So it can cause a lot of pressure on the neck and back muscles and it ultimately can cause neck and back pain and stiffness. Other problem is when we are working without taking a rest, the body and mind will collapse and exhaust after some time. It can lead to mental and physical exhaustion and sometimes even mental breakdown.
Wearing PPE and masks for long hours causes hyperventilation, which in turn increases the carbon dioxide concentration in the respiratory system, leading to headaches, changes in nervous system, including reduced cognition, altered judgment, decreased visual acuity, vasodilation of peripheral blood vessels.
As we discussed earlier in the video, headaches are caused due to carbon dioxide buildup in your respiratory system. When there is carbon dioxide buildup, the oxygen supply to your brain is reduced, hence the headache. Headaches can also lead to eye irritation or vice versa. Eye irritation can also be caused due to excessive gadget usage and exhaustion. Shoulder and neck stiffness. Although it may seem very trivial, shoulder and neck pain can cause a lot of discomfort, especially when you have a whole day of work ahead. Shoulder and neck stiffness are caused due to stress and loss of movement in those areas. In addition to all these, due to COVID duties, doctors also suffer from depression, anxiety, dehydration, malnourishment, burnout, and rashes due to PPE.
Now let's get into the yoga practices that can help with these issues, shall we?
Remember to do these practices slowly and consciously, and while doing practices, keep your breathing slow and deep.
Yoga for shoulder and neck stiffness. Neck up and down movement. While inhaling, lift your head up and bring it down with exhalation. Perform for 5 rounds. Neck twisting. Turn your head to the right with inhalation, exhale and bring it to the middle. Then inhale and turn to your left and bring it to the middle with exhalation. Perform for 5 rounds. Neck stretches. With your right hand support your left side of your head. Inhale and bend to the right. Gently stretch and hold for 5 counts. Then exhale and relax. Perform on opposite side as well. Arm stretches. Inhale and raise your right arm in front of you to shoulder level and support it with the elbow crease of your left arm. Exhale, stretch your shoulders and look forward. Hold it for 10 seconds and relax. Practice this on both sides. Shoulder rotation. Catch hold of your shoulders with respective hands and rotate to give a full range of motion. Keep it in mind to inhale when you go up and exhale when you come down. Perform 5 rounds in clockwise and 5 rounds in anti-clockwise direction. Yoga to increase lung capacity. Tadasana breathing. First, inhale and raise your both hands up above your head. Inhale further and stretch your ankles. Stretch as much as possible. With exhalation, come back. Shashankasana breathing. In Vajrasana, raise both hands up with inhalation. Exhale and bend forward to touch your forehead to the ground. Then come back and relax in Vajrasana. Eye exercises to relieve the strain on the eyes. These are common eye exercises that almost everyone is aware of. They are very beneficial to relieve the strained eye muscles and relax them. When performed with palming, it is much more beneficial. Perform each of these exercises for 5 rounds and then perform palming right after. Palming is rubbing both your hands, making a cup and then placing them on your eyes, like so.
Yoga for back pain. Lie down on your back, fold your knees, stretch your hands at shoulder level by side of your body. Twist your neck to the right and knees to the left while exhaling out. Maintain the posture for 15 counts. Inhale and come back to the center. Exhale and do the practice in opposite side. Maintain for 15 counts and repeat the whole practice for 20 counts. Marjarya Asana and Vitila Asana variation. Come on your knees. Take a distance between your knees as same as the length of your forearm. Now keep your hands on the ground with the same distance. Your knees and hands should be in one line. Breathe in and look up and arch your back downwards. Exhale out and bend forward and hunch your back. Repeat this practice for 20 counts. Padottanasana. Lie down on your back. Degree by degree, start lifting your legs off the ground while inhaling. And while exhaling, bring your legs down to the ground degree by degree. Repeat this practice for 10 to 15 counts. Setubandhasana. Lie down on your back. Fold your legs from knees. Catch hold your ankles. Lift up your core from the ground while inhaling, and as you exhale, bring it back to the ground. Repeat this practice for 15 counts. Pranayamas that can be useful. Kapalbhati. Sit erect in a comfortable meditative posture, keeping the spine erect. Try to inhale as deep as possible, followed by forceful and short exhalation with your stomach going in with every exhalation. Try to do the practice for 60 counts. With practice, you can increase the number of counts of practice. Begin with 60 counts. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Sit erect in meditative posture. Attain Nasikagra Mudra in right hand, which is folding the index and middle finger and keeping other fingers straight. Close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale deeply from the left nostril. Now use other two fingers, which is little finger and ring finger, to close the left nostril and exhale through the right side. Now inhale from the right nostril and close it by the thumb and exhale through the left nostril by opening it. This is one round of practice. You can practice 15 to 20 rounds in beginning according to your convenience. Brahmari. Inhale deeply. Take your index finger and close your ears. Inhale deeply, and while you exhale, produce humming sound. Inhale deeply. Repeat this practice for 9 counts. Meditation. It is a practice which will not only make you feel better during the practice but after the practice also. In meditation, basically focus on your thoughts which are coming and going through your mind, and sit with yourself and contemplate on that thoughts and try to not get bothered by those thoughts and let them flow peacefully.
First of all, try to inculcate these practices in your daily schedule. You don't have to make time separately for this. Just spare a few minutes to take care of yourself amidst taking care of your patient. Secondly, reduce your screen time, reduce your gadget time. Instead of Netflix or Prime, you can listen to music or meditate to relax yourself.
Food and hydration.
Doctors have a very busy lifestyle. There is no denial in that. But due to that lifestyle, they are not able to have proper meals on time. They are not getting time to drink water. So it's important to stay hydrated and get the proper nutrition for doing their job properly. So if you are not getting any time to eat a proper meal, if you are depending upon snacks, so it's better to avoid those packet snacks like chips and processed things, and you can use fruits and vegetables, and you can take them to your workplace in a box, and you can eat them whenever you are free. They won't require any excess time or extra work to eat them also. And drinking water is very important, because if a person is dehydrated, they can't work at their 100% capacity. So hydration is also important. So these are few things which also should be kept in mind for a healthy routine and a healthy lifestyle. We know as doctors, you know all these things what we have told about the stress, about the hydration, about the food, about everything. This video is just a gentle reminder to all the doctors out there and all the healthcare workers out there to take care of yourselves before taking care of everyone else. Because if you are not well, who will handle other people? So thank you all the frontline workers, all the doctors for doing their work 24/7 so everyone can be healthy and happy. And once again, wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more yoga and naturopathy content. If you do take a thing or two from this video, do click some pictures and tag us at TSYNM_SVASA and use the hashtags MyYogic Karma, Yoga for Wellness and Yoga with Family. Thanks for watching.